Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another vlog. I wanted to do a whole like separate get ready with me vlog because I never really do them. I always do like weekly vlogs and I thought it'd be a nice little change up. I have already done my skin prep, like I washed my face and done my skincare, but I did that in my weekly vlog, which was my last week's vlog. But I wanted to do this one completely separately, and it's to go out on a little girls' night out for cocktails and everything else. So it's got to look nice and it's got to stay on and it's got to be like dance proof, sweat proof and everything else. So I'm going to go in with my Got To Be, I think it's just a brow and hair gel. Got To Be Glued for Brows and Edges gel. I think I said in my weekly vlog last week as well that I am no makeup artist professional. I am very much a rookie. Like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not qualified for anything. I'm just your typical girl that buys makeup, watches a couple of YouTube videos and wings it basically and hopes that everything looks kind of nice. Yeah, there's not a particularly big plan in place for tonight. I think we're just gonna wing it. We've not really set a time to go out either. I think it's just like a rough time, like about 6:30. So I've got a couple of hours to do my makeup and my hair. I washed my hair last night and I'm normally a person that washes her hair on the day that I'm going out, so it's like super fresh, but my curls don't last then, so I wanted it to be like a little bit dirty, like not too dirty. I obviously washed it last night so it's not too dirty, but I wanted it to have a little bit of something to it so the curls hold. Plus I didn't want to be stressing out today washing my hair, drying it, curling it, do my makeup and everything else. I just wanted a bit of a curl your hair, do your makeup, because I feel like that's stressful enough without having the extra hour and a half trying to wash and dry your hair. But I'm just filling in tiny little gaps with my Refy, I think it's just Refy brow pomade, but I'm only doing it very lightly, like little brush strokes, so it still looks natural but it just looks a bit more filled in. So that one's got a lot less gappies than this one. And then my friend gave me this Hydra Grip primer that I've never ever tried before, and I know it is water based, and I've bought the House Lab foundation but it's not come in time for today, and I'm not entirely sure if the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter is a water based or a silicone based product. So to play it safe, I'm not going to put it all over my face, and I'm just going to put it around my nose where I know that makeup doesn't really tend to stick, and in the hope that if it does peel a little bit, at least it's just my nose and I can fix it quite easily rather than it being my entire face, because I haven't got time to do my entire face all over again. Then I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline I can't speak tonight, Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer, which is such a good concealer, and I just basically want to cover any redness, spots, colour correct a little bit because I work the occasional night shifts and I don't sleep particularly well. I have quite dark circles under my eyes. So connect the dots. Oh, sorry. This isn't what I'm wearing, by the way. I've just put my comfy tracksuit on because I'm going to wear, I think, a dress, tights and heels. Like only little heels, or my dress and my boots. I'm not too sure just yet. And then I need to find like a jacket. I've not really pieced an outfit together. Hence the, you know, the whole I don't have time for this makeup to go wrong, because I also need to do my hair. I need to really piece an outfit together, but I'm prepared because I've washed my hair the night before. And then I'm gonna go, I just can't sit straight properly. I always have to sit like one knee up. I've gone in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I think in 2.5, both 2.5, which is like my all-rounder shade all year. If I just want it a bit darker, like if I've got a bit of a tan in the summer, I just add a bit of bronzer, which I do need to invest in some bronzy drops because I do feel like the Haus Lab foundation that I bought, I don't know, it's quite a light shade, and I am not the most tanned person in the world, but I have just come back off holiday a couple of weeks ago, so I have got a little bit of a tan still left over. And summer, I'm hoping, will be here before we know it, so I'm kind of hoping that I'll tan well this summer, and then we get a bit of a better summer than we did in 2024. Like, that was ridiculous. It just rained all day and it was just freezing, so I might have to invest in some bronzy drops. And then I think with the concealer, again, just slightly, I'm just going to cover the purple under eyes again, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of concealer underneath and on top of my eyebrow, and then get a little brush from somewhere, just so I can, look at me thinking I'm a makeup artist. I am not. Little flat brush. These are the Made by Mitchell brushes. Oh, in, is that an MC8 or an ME8? I don't know. And then I'm just going to use it just to slightly get a little bit closer to my eyebrow, just so it's not a little bit, oh Christ, and I bite my eyelash, just so it's not obvious that I've got concealer and Flawless Filter all over my face besides my eyebrow. I think I did that once and I forgot. I just didn't think I needed it. I don't think at the time. I think I just thought, oh, like, everything blends in, like, you can't really see that the product's not gone near my eyebrow, it's all fine. So I didn't do this step and I just left it out because I just thought, like, I think I was in a rush or something like that. Knowing me, I was probably late. But on the pictures, because I think it, you know, like when you get ready, especially in England in the winter, it's dark. As much as you put all the lighting in, it's still dark getting ready. I just couldn't see it in the house. So when we went out and got the pictures taken, I know, get to the point. When we went out and took some pictures, you can just see it, like my face, and then there was just these like little white lines around my eyebrows. I was like, so, you know, lessons to be learnt. Put a little bit of concealer under and over your eyebrows and try and get as close to your eyebrows as possible so the skin around your eyebrows also blends in with the rest of your face, so you don't end up like me with little white lines around the eyebrow. I mean, it might become a trendy thing to do, you never know. Highlighted eyebrows. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline concealer, so the same product, just a few shades darker, and I'm just going to pop that in my contour places. Not too much because it is, I think I picked up a really dark shade, which I don't normally for my contour, but I ordered it online off Amazon because I was being lazy, and that's what you get for being lazy and not going to the shop and having a look what shades they are. Oh, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to put this in the back of my hand and warm it up like people say, like the professionals say on TikTok, and they're like, you need to put it in the back of your hand, warm it up and then put it on your face. I've not done it. I've just put it directly on my face, even though all last night when I was in bed supposed to be sleeping, I was thinking, you need to remember, warm it up on the back of your hand. And I haven't. Speaking of not sleeping very well, oh, my bloody camera is flashing at me. Yeah, speaking of not sleeping very well, I don't sleep very well at all. So I've just bought, I'm taking the My Vitamin gummies, so I've just bought the magnesium My Vitamin gummies, and I'm gonna see if they help me to sleep, so I will let you know. But I've heard about good things about taking magnesium. My friend told me don't take it with your iron supplements because apparently she's heard that it cancels the magnesium effects out, so I'll have to take my multivits in the morning, I remember, and then take my magnesium at night, and just, even if it's just a bloody placebo effect at this point because I'm just not sleeping. And then I'm using the Rare Beauty liquid blush in Hope. Me and Alanya, who've been to Pilates with today, who I also spent a lot of money in HomeSense with again today. Shock. It's very, very bad for my bank account. What was I saying? Yeah, we tried these on a couple of weeks back in the Trafford Centre in Manchester, and I'm very, very glad that I did buy it. I did make the purchase because I absolutely love the colour, and I feel like it's going to last for ages because you only need to use the slightest bit because they're so pigmented, and I like how you can build it up, you know, because I'm such a professional at makeup. Then I always like to add a little bit near my forehead and my temples because I feel like it does give me that little bit of like a sun-kissed, you know, like, oh, is it blush? Has she been on holiday? What's going on? Is she just a bit embarrassed and red? Probably. Okay, then going in with my Beauty Crop Vitamin Babe loose powder. I do want to invest in the ASMR. Which I might have to do a little bit sooner than I wanted to. And there's loads in there. Come on. No, you come. I do want to invest in the Laura Mercier powder. I think this Beauty Crop powder was, I think, £5 at the time. I don't know if it's still £5. I'm not entirely sure. I got it off TikTok shop, as you do. But the Laura Mercier powder, I don't know if it's just the travel size or the big one, but the one that I've seen on Amazon that I can get, because I'm, again, quite lazy and I don't want to go to the shops, is £37, and I've heard really, really good things about it, and I have for years, so I've wanted to pick it up for years, but I've never wanted to pay £37 for a loose powder, especially when you can literally physically see it just disappearing everywhere, and I don't want to be like that trying to get every little tiny don't fly away from me, you're quite expensive. I'm just a girl. And then I don't want to let it bake for too long because I don't know why I did that, because the actual term is bake. Because I don't want it to leave too much of a white cast. So I'm just also going to go in with my Stay Matte Rimmel powder in translucent, just to... Sorry guys, I'm going to have to vlog on my phone now because my camera's just decided to die. I mean, I haven't got a backup battery that I wanted to get for a long time. You know, so you've got 2 charged batteries, so in cases like this I can just swap the battery over. But again, I'm not that prepared, so now I'm having to vlog on my phone because I have also been doing the weekly vlog on the camera, so the camera's gone, leave me alone, which is fair enough. What was I saying about the powder, the pressed powder? I can't remember now. I don't know what I was saying about the pressed powder. But yeah, basically I don't want a white cast all over my face, so I just want to use this translucent powder just to sort of press the product in and also set the rest of the face that I've not used the loose powder on. Because again, I want it to last. Because if I'm drinking cocktails and the music's always great in Albert Slosh, then you can guarantee I will be dancing. Last time that me and James went in there, they had the drag queens up. Oh god, they were great. Oh my god, they were great. I absolutely loved them. Right, And then just to brighten the under eye again a little bit more, I'm just going to use the Airbrush Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. And then just a little bit where I suffer with my purpleness, so you can just see just a little bit brighter. Before we get on to bronzing this face back up, I just want to quickly do my eyes. I am not great with eyeshadows or anything like that, so I'm not that experimental. I'm just going to go with my Too Faced Natural Nudes palette in the shade Nude, and basically I'm just going to put that on the lid and slightly into the crease, and I'll blend it out in a minute. I should probably take like a little masterclass or something, or just do what I did when I was a teenager and just watch everyone else on YouTube do it and then just attempt to copy them. Blend it out. And I'm going to go in with the Truffle, which is the darkest chocolate shade, in like a little tiny angled brush, and very gently, this is how I do eyeliner. I don't really like liquid eyeliner, it gets too messy. If I try and smudge it, there's like black smeared all over my face, and I think I learned it off TikTok or YouTube again probably, that says blue and green eyes, use brown like on your eyeshadows and on your eyeliners because it makes your eyes pop more. And when I think I learned that when I was a bit younger, but I don't think I listened to the advice at the time, because you know, when you're younger you think you know best and everything else that all teenagers think. So I always stuck to black, but I think I must have run out of like my black eyeliner or a black pencil or whatever else, and I had to go with the brown. And someone at the time, someone's makeup video told me to try it with eyeshadow because it stays on for longer and it's a lot easier to sort of like mess around with. I never looked back. Honestly, it has been a game changer for me. Right, I'm gonna focus in the mirror and do this. Okay, I don't think they turned out too bad, so I'm not gonna mess around with them too much. What makes it easier for me though is when I do my concealer, I put it all the way up to here. So I basically just follow that crease line that I've made with my concealer for my eyes. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. I've literally just said I'm not going to mess around with them too much. But yeah, here I am, messing around with them. Pointy. Right, and then I think for my under eye bit, I'm just gonna, I don't know what this was, I'm just gonna use the same light brown shade in Nude and just pop that underneath, just so it's not a bit too separated with the eyeshadows. I might try and slightly, am I going to try and no, the mascara will sort that out, let's not push it. I was going to do brown line here, but I think, I don't know, is that going to look a bit too harsh? I'm going to put the mascara on and see what that looks like. But first we're going to bronze up the face because we're looking a little bit ghostly pale at the minute because of all the powder. So I am going to go in with my MAC Gimme Sun bronzer, which has been a staple for me for many years. Obviously different bronzers, not the same bronzer for many years, but I do want to try the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer because I've heard really good things about that bronzer as well, and I am a sucker for nice packaging, and the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in that gold container thing just looks so nice. Okay, and then for powder blush, I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta She's Blushing. I was thinking about using this entire combo, like, not a liquid blush, but you know what I mean, and then the powder blush, but I do love Hope just because I feel like this blush is absolutely stunning, but I wanted a bit more of a, they're very similar in colours, but this one's just a little bit more pinky, and I think I wanted, because it's going to be quite dark where we are, I didn't want a darker blush, I wanted something a bit more pinky so you can see it. And then again, just slightly at the top of my head, just so it looks a little bit like I've got a tan. And then I've just gone in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I like to do this before I do my highlighter, just because, I don't know, I just that's how I prefer to do things. My highlighter doesn't stay, I know why. I just feel like with highlighter it stays regardless whether you put spray on or not. And then I'm probably going to go in with, I normally go in with my Kylie, all I can read is Until Further Notice, so I am going to assume that's what this shade is, but it's quite like a neutral pinky everyday tone. I love MAC Whirl for like a deeper nude, so I'm going to go in with MAC Whirl to outline my very crusty lips. Let me just go and wipe off all the concealer off my lips first. Alright, I'm just in. James is back from rugby and I'm doing my little makeup video. But I'm going to go back in with my Rare Beauty liquid blush. Just
what's that for?
Just as a little bit of like a lip stain. I might take this out with me actually.
Have you used it? You put like a dab on?
It's really pigmented. Do you want to try it on your face?
No.
I'm going to go with a little bit of Illamasqua, however you say it, highlight in OMG.
Oh my god!
Cheekbones.
What does that do?
Highlights the face. Gives a bit of shimmer and brightness. Nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and then I like to put a little bit on my finger. And just the
Pop yourself in the eye.
corner of my eye, not.
Pop yourself in the eye more. And now use the brush.
And then I always get a bit nervous for this bit, but Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara.
I beg your pardon.
Better Than Sex mascara, which it
No
is.
more poking myself in the eye.
Just because I don't want to smear black mascara all over my face. When me and you first started going out when I was 18, I always used to put fake tan on
Wow.
every weekend religiously.
Yeah, it used to stink.
And I used to constantly wear fake eyelashes or have my eyelashes done. And now when I go out, I just go out as the skin tone that I am and just with mascara. And that, my friend, is how you know you're getting old. And I'm also wearing kitten heels.
What, kitten heels?
Tiny, tiny, tiny heels. Okay, hair and makeup is all done. I am running late. Shock. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty much very basic. I don't put on a lot of makeup. It's very just a little bit more than I would put on for every day. But I need to get dressed and I'll show you my outfit before I go. This will be the outfit. So this is the dress. It made me laugh because I've still got my bikini tan line, so that's gonna make me laugh. Like a little puff ball from ASOS with little tie bows at the side. I don't know if you can see the little bows. And then I've got like sheer-ish tights on with my little bow kitten heels. 1 second. Which are tiny. It's like offers at 10, party at 12. But still, I absolutely love it. And then we're thinking black blazer. Let me just go get my blazer. because the options were beige blazer with it, like to try and break it up. But we're thinking if I wear a beige bag and then my black blazer on with it, it's just kind of like a safe option. But yeah, we're all ready to go out. I don't ever go out really, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna get going. Just stick a little bit of lip oil on, which I might take this combo for my lips tonight. But it should be a good fun night. I am completely late, so let's get going.